Most people think feeding a household from a backyard requires acres of land, years of experience, or some kind of farming background. That's not how this works. What actually feeds families over time isn't scale or expertise. It's knowing which methods produce the most food in the smallest space with the least drama, and then doing those things consistently without making it complicated. The difference between someone who grows a few tomatoes for fun and someone who actually reduces their grocery bill by hundreds of dollars every year comes down to choosing systems that keep producing long after the initial effort. That's what I want to walk through here, because most of what you've been told about backyard food production is either too ambitious or too small to matter. The first thing that changes everything is understanding that feeding a household isn't about perfect rows of vegetables that need constant attention. It's about installing systems that work even when you're busy, even when you forget to water for a day, even when the weather doesn't cooperate. In my experience, most people fail not because they lack space or knowledge, but because they choose methods that require them to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You need methods that tolerate mistakes and still produce food. That's the entire foundation. Start with perennial vegetables, because these are the most overlooked food source in any backyard. Perennials come back every year without replanting, which means once you put them in the ground, they keep feeding you season after season with almost no additional work. Asparagus is the easiest example. You plant asparagus crowns once, and they produce spears every spring for 15 to 20 years. A single 10-foot row can give you pounds of asparagus every year, and asparagus at the grocery store is expensive. You're not just growing food. You're replacing something you'd otherwise pay for repeatedly. The same applies to rhubarb, which grows in almost any climate and produces stalks you can harvest from spring through early summer. One rhubarb plant spreads over time, and you can divide it to create more plants without buying anything new. This is how you start building a system that feeds you without constant reinvestment. Walking onions are another perennial that almost nobody uses, but they're one of the smartest things you can plant. They grow small onion bulbs at the top of their stalks, and those bulbs fall to the ground and plant themselves. You don't replant them, they replant themselves. You just harvest the greens and bulbs as you need them, and the patch keeps expanding on its own. It's a quiet system, and that's exactly why it works. Perennial herbs like oregano, thyme, and chives also fit this category. Once established, they grow back every year, and you use them constantly in cooking. These aren't decorative plants. They're replacing dried herbs you'd buy in jars, and they taste better. Egyptian onions work similarly and tolerate neglect better than almost any other food plant, producing edible greens and bulbs without fertilizer or regular watering. The second layer is understanding which annual vegetables give you the highest return for the effort. Tomatoes are obvious, but most people grow them wrong. They plant one or two plants and treat it like a hobby. If you want tomatoes to actually reduce what you spend on groceries, you plant 8 to 12 determinate plants, which means they all ripen at once. Then you spend one weekend turning them into sauce, salsa, or canned tomatoes, and you've just replaced $50 to $70 worth of store-bought tomato products. That's the shift. You're not growing vegetables to have fresh tomatoes in August. You're growing them to preserve food that feeds you in January. Determinate varieties like Roma or San Marzano work perfectly for this because they're bred for preserving, not for eating fresh, and they all come in during a predictable window. Potatoes are the second most efficient crop for feeding a household, and most people don't grow nearly enough of them. A 4 by 8 foot bed can produce 60 to 80 pounds of potatoes if you plant them densely and hill them properly. Potatoes store for months in a cool, dark place, and they're the base of dozens of meals. You're not just growing a side dish. You're growing a staple that replaces something you'd otherwise buy in 10-pound bags repeatedly. The method is simple. You plant seed potatoes in early spring, cover them with soil as they grow, and harvest when the plants die back. If you grow 3 or 4 beds like this, you can store enough potatoes to last through winter, and that's a real reduction in grocery trips. Sweet potatoes work even better in warmer climates and store just as long, sometimes longer, if cured properly in a warm, dry space for 10 days after harvest. Beans are the third anchor crop, and I mean dry beans, not green beans. Green beans are fine, but they don't store and they don't provide much nutrition per square foot. Dry beans, like pinto, black, or kidney beans grow the same way, but you leave them on the plant until the pods dry completely. Then you harvest the whole plant, shell the beans, and store them in jars. A 20-foot row of dry beans can give you 10 to 15 pounds of dried beans, which is the equivalent of 20 to 30 cans of beans at the store. That's real food that sits on your shelf and feeds your family all year. The reason this works so well is because beans fix nitrogen in the soil, so they actually improve the space they grow in, and they don't require fertilizer or complicated care. Pole beans produce more per square foot than bush beans and keep producing over a longer season, which means you can harvest fresh beans for weeks and still let the last flush dry on the vine for storage. Winter squash is another crop most people underestimate. Varieties like butternut, acorn, or kabocha produce heavily and store for 4 to 6 months without refrigeration. One plant can give you 8 to 12 squash, and each squash is 2 to 4 meals depending on size. If you plant 4 or 5 hills of winter squash, you're looking at 40 to 50 squash that sit in your pantry and feed you from October through March. The method is to plant them in late spring, let them vine out over a large area, and harvest after the first light frost. The frost actually improves their flavor and storage quality. You're not babysitting them, you're planting them and ignoring them until harvest. Greens are the last piece. And this is where most people overthink it. Lettuce and spinach are fine, but they don't produce much food, and they bolt in heat. What actually works for feeding a household is planting cold-hardy greens like kale, collards, and Swiss chard. These grow spring through fall, tolerate frost, and you harvest leaves continuously without killing the plant. A 10-foot row of kale can give you a grocery bag of greens every week for 6 months. That's 20 to 25 bags of greens you didn't buy. Chard works the same way and tastes milder, so even people who don't like kale will eat it. You plant these once in spring and again in late summer, and they fill the gaps when other crops aren't producing. The real shift happens when you stop thinking about individual plants and start thinking about systems that layer together. Perennials give you food every year without replanting. Staples like potatoes and beans give you calories and storage. Preserving crops like tomatoes and squash give you food that lasts months. Greens fill in the gaps and keep you from buying salad mix every week. None of these require expensive equipment, rare skills, or full-time attention. They require choosing the right methods and doing them consistently. When you combine these crops intelligently, you end up with something producing food almost year-round, and the workload spreads out naturally instead of hitting you all at once in July. Most people also waste space by planting in rows with wide paths between them, which is how farms do it, not how backyards should work. Intensive planting means you plant in blocks or wide beds where the plants shade out weeds and use every inch of space. A 4 by 8 foot bed intensively planted produces 2 to 3 times more food than the same space planted in rows. You're not working harder, you're using the space better. Succession planting amplifies this even further by planting the same crop every 2 weeks, so harvests stagger and you're never overwhelmed with too much at once or left with nothing. Mulching is the other quiet method that makes everything easier. A thick layer of straw, leaves, or wood chips on top of the soil holds moisture, blocks weeds, and breaks down into organic matter that improves the soil. You water less, weed less, and the plants grow better. This isn't optional if you want a system that works when you're busy. Mulch is what allows you to go 4 or 5 days without watering and come back to plants that are still fine. Over time, mulch becomes soil, which means your beds get deeper and more fertile every year without buying amendments or fertilizers. Composting closes the loop, and it doesn't need to be complicated. You throw kitchen scraps, plant trimmings, and leaves into a pile or bin, and over time, it turns into soil. That soil grows more food, which creates more scraps, which makes more compost. You stop buying fertilizer, and you stop sending garbage to the landfill. A simple 3 by 3 foot compost bin is enough for most households, and you don't need to turn it or monitor it obsessively. It happens on its own. Even a passive pile that sits undisturbed will break down within a year and give you usable compost that makes everything grow better. The long-term result of combining these methods is that your backyard becomes a quiet, reliable source of food that reduces what you spend and increases what you control. You're not dependent on perfect weather, perfect timing, or perfect conditions. You've built systems that tolerate mistakes and still produce. Over time, those systems improve as your soil gets better, your perennials mature, and you learn which varieties work best in your specific space. This isn't about becoming self-sufficient overnight. It's about steadily reducing dependence and building confidence that you can feed your household using methods that don't require you to quit your job or live like a farmer. That's the difference between gardening as a hobby and gardening as a practical system that actually matters.